Hi everyone, this is the video for the formation of Jacobian matrix. This is the Power System Simulation Lab experiment number 7. This experiment is all about formation of Jacobian matrix. Introduction to this. See, this Jacobian matrix is there in Newton-Raphson load flow analysis method. In the Newton-Raphson load flow analysis technique, we come across the formation of Jacobian matrix. So it is very important to know the value of Jacobian matrix for a given power system. So let us see the power system for which we are finding the Jacobian matrix. You see here we have a 3-bus system. Out of this, first bus is slack bus and its voltage is given 1.05 at an angle of 0, and 2 and 3 are the PQ buses. So in the theory you will be knowing what is bus, what are the types of buses, and what are the known and unknown parameters at the given bus. All this we know, and also it is given the bus admittance matrix Y bus for a given 3-bus system. So the order of Y bus is equal to the number of buses. Okay, 3 buses, therefore 3 cross 3 it is given. This data we have to take first, and then we will do the theoretical calculations coding, and thereby we will expect the result. So for this to understand, all of you know the load flow analysis technique of NR method. So if you know that theory background, one can easily understand the program. So the coding logic is based on the theory what we have learnt in PSA2 subject. So here once again I am telling Y bus is given, the same I am taking in the program, and also voltage at the first bus is given, and voltage at the second and third bus are not given. We have to assume that is flash start 1 at an angle of 0 at each bus, that is 2 and 3. Now you see the program. So before this, let us see what is the input. See, Y bus is the input. So after this percentage symbol, you write whatever you want, that we take it as a comment line, and thereafter I typed the matrix given. So actually open and close brackets we use to start and end the matrix, and between two elements you have to give minimum of 1 space here, and similarly first row you can terminate by entering the button, and the second row return in the next line, third row return in the next line. And Y bus value, if I don't want to see, because once we have fetch, then semicolon you give, and then number of buses are 3 as you know, and then voltage at the first bus and second bus, we are just taken the naming differently here. Okay, why? Because the calculation becomes easy when you consider the naming in a different way. Instead of first bus is slack bus, I consider third bus as slack bus, first and second buses are load buses. That's all. Okay, just naming we are changing. So first and second buses are load buses whose voltages are not given. We have to find that we are assuming that V of 1, V of 2, V is a matrix, that is basically 1 cross 3. First element is this, second element is this, third element is this. That's all. So you can write in a different way, V of 1, V of 2, V of 3. That means V is a variable in which you have 3 elements. The first element is 1 plus j 0, like this you have. Next, as per the formula of finding the Jacobian element, these are the two formulas, PP and PQP formula. So this formula is GPP Vp square plus GPP Vp square. The formula is GP so GPQ into cos plus BPQ sin VPVQ. So here also same. These formulas are derived in the theory class, and these same formulas are used here. And here these are G is nothing but conductance of that admittance matrix. This is susceptance that you have to consider here. So here P value is varying from number of buses. See, as per the Jacobian matrix formation, the order of the Jacobian we can predetermine because it is number of buses minus 1. So actually it is 2 cross 2 and 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2. That means J1, J2, J3, J4 are the submatrix of J matrix. As a whole, J matrix is of order 4 cross 4. 4 cross 4. That means how many unknown variables? 2 and 2 out of 3. First bus is slack bus and its voltage is known, and second and third buses are PQ buses. That value we have to find, that is 2 variables. Okay, and similarly you can have the real and imaginary, 4 variables you will get. So PP and QP you will find. After finding that PP and QP, you will be finding the derivatives of that PP and QP, that is J1, J2, J3, J4 diagonal and off diagonal calculation. See here we have this formula, diagonal element calculation of J matrix and off diagonal element calculation of J matrix. See here it is derived formula. These are 4 derived formula and here 4 derived formula, and this is also one formula, one set of formula. That is actually 2 plus 4, 6 plus 4, 8. So 8 plus 2, 10. So totally 10 formulas. 10 formulas we are used here to find the Jacobian matrix. So you are finding the submatrices of J, J1, J2, J3, J4. I want to make it as a whole. See here J1, J2 are written. This is J1 matrix, this is J2 matrix, and this is J3, this is J4. We have arranged this by using this coding. So in MATLAB it supports all this without any extra code. J1 beside the J2, in the next row J3 here and J4. So you type the program as it is and run, you will get the output. I will show you this by clearing the command window. Okay. First you type the code as it is here, type the code as it is, and run. Press run button. You will get the final answer. If your program is correct, you will get the answer. I am showing you. Okay. This is how one can find the Jacobian matrix using the NR method technique. So if you know the theory background, you can easily understand the program. Okay. So attend the theory class and learn the concept of finding the Jacobian, and here we have simulated for Jacobian matrix. So with this I will end the video. Thank you.